Hello everybody, welcome to OMSAIRAM YouTube channel. Through this video today, we are going to discuss the correct use of the prepositions for and since. My dear friends and students, these two prepositions are very important in scoring better marks in school, college and competitive examinations, as well as to speak English better. So try to watch this video till the end and try to subscribe my channel and share my videos with your friends, suggesting them to subscribe my channel. And this is a lot of encouragement for me to upload more and more videos on various contemporary topics and to improve your proficiency in English. Let us start our presentation now. Correct use of for and since. For, since. What are the uses of these two? When do we use? We use for to say how long an action has continued. We have been here for a week. That means if the action started in the past and continued some time, then to show the continuity of the duration, we generally use for. We have been here for a week. That means over 7 days. We use since to say when an action began. Example, we have been here since Friday. If the action is still going on, if you mention that how many days a particular action is in force or in continuation, then we use for. See here, we have been here for a week. And since is generally used to indicate or denote an action which began in the past. See, the beginning, if the beginning of an action is mentioned, then we use since. Actually, for is period of time or length of the time. Since is point of time. For and since. We use present perfect tense. What is the structure of present perfect tense? Subject plus have or has plus V3 plus object. So we use present perfect tense to talk about action which started in the past and continues up to the present. Let us see here. We use for with a period of time. For example, a few days, half an hour, 2 years, 2 hours, 10 days. If the period of time, the length of the time or the duration is given, how long an action continued, then we use the preposition for. We use since with the time when the action started. If just the beginning of the action, when the action started or began, is only mentioned and no details or particulars are given that how long the action continued, then we use since. So what are the phrases before which we use since? Last year, June 8. Okay, sometimes I met you. This kind of expressions or phrase also will be used. Let us see some examples. I have had this computer for about a year. So some particular time phrase is mentioned here. Means a year means nothing but a period of 12 months. So how long have you been at this school? I haven't seen Julia since September. See the beginning, when this person hasn't seen Julia since September. So from that time onwards he hasn't seen her. So that is point of time. Okay, if some certain hours, weeks, days, months are mentioned, then that is nothing but period of time and we use for. How long have you been at the school. See, how long have you been at the school? For 5 months, since February 3rd, 2013. See, in the first instance, for 5 months, that means the time period is given, the particular time period is given. So we use for to give a length of time, that means duration of the time or the period of time. Next, we use since to give a point of time. See, when the action began is only mentioned here, how many days, how much time has been continuing or completed is not mentioned. Then we use point of time since. I have been at this school for 5 months. I have been at this school since February 3rd, 2013. See, when the time period is given, we are using for. When only the beginning of the action is given, then we use since. So these are the details about the use of for and since. Let us see some examples to make ourselves perfect. The plumber has been here dash 2 o'clock. So 2 o'clock, that means the beginning of the time phrase is given. Okay, it is point of time. So with point of time, what do we use? Since. So the answer of this blank is since. The plumber has been here since 2 o'clock. We have tried to help them dash a long time. So long time, of course the time is not especially mentioned here. So when long time or a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 4 hours, 1 week, 1 month, 2 years, such kind of phrase are given, then we usually go with for. Okay, we have tried to help them for a long time. So for is the correct preposition. Tom has had his car dash 3 years. What's the time phrase used at the end? 3 years. So duration, length of the time is given. So what do you think is the correct answer? Try to guess. For. Okay, Tom has had his car for 3 years. I haven't slept dash. I heard about the oil spill. No particular time is given. No mention of that means period of time. So I haven't slept since I heard about the oil spill. From that time onwards. But how much time has been completed that he has not been sleeping is not given here. So only the beginning when the action took place is mentioned. So that is point of time, and we have to use since here. Let us see. Okay, I haven't slept since I heard about the oil spill. Have you been to Italy dash last year? So when you find this kind of phrases, last year, last week, okay, last month, that is point of time. Then we usually go with since. Since is the suitable preposition. Have you been to Italy since last year? They have been here dash an hour. In that H is silent. We should not pronounce it as hour. So hour. So particular time is given. Period of time, length of the time is given. So for an hour. They have been here for an hour. She has lived here dash 1998. So the beginning of the action is given. How long continued? How long she continued to live there is not mentioned. That means the period of time is not given. When the point of time is given. So before years we usually use the preposition since. She has lived here since 1998. Dash early this morning we have picked up hundreds of broken bottles. Here also the beginning of the action is mentioned and no particular time period is given. So we may understand this as point of time and use since. Since early this morning we have picked up hundreds of broken bottles. We have been near the lake dash 6 hours now. 6 hours now. What is the time phrase given? 6 hours. So duration or the length of time is given. Okay. Then we usually go with for. We have been here or near the lake for 6 hours now. Real fur coats haven't been fashionable dash years. Okay. So here years means of course 4 years, 5 years not mentioned, but this is nothing but a measurement of time. So we will go with fur. So okay, rare fur coats haven't been fashionable for years. Fish haven't lived there dash the oil spill. Here fish is being used as plural. Actually fish, fruit in general, singular, plural, one and the same. Fish, plural also generally fish only. Fruit, fruit only. But there is also another kind of usage, fish, fishes, and next to fruit, fruits. And now this is being used as plural, so haven't is used. Otherwise fish hasn't would be there. Okay. Fish haven't lived there dash the oil spill. Okay. This is also the same model because the point of time is given when the action began, then the duration or the length of the time is not given, so we go with since. Let us see the answer. Fish haven't lived there since the oil spill, means from that time onwards. I haven't eaten anything dash hours. So hours means nothing but the unit of time. Okay. So particularly 4 hours, 5 hours, 10 hours is not mentioned, but some certain time measurement or limit is mentioned here. See in the previous example also years, then we used for. So here also for is the suitable preposition. Let us see. As I haven't eaten anything for hours. He hasn't played football dash he hurt his foot last week. So from when he stopped playing football dash he hurt his foot last week. So last week, generally if this kind of phrases are given, that means which convey or tell us the beginning of the action, then we consider this as point of time and go with since. Let us see the answer. He hasn't played football since he hurt his foot last week. That means he stopped playing since then. We haven't spoken dash Monday. Usually before the days of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and before the time periods or phrases 2 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 5 o'clock, okay, and morning, afternoon, evening, if this kind of phrase are given at the end, we usually make use of since Monday, since Thursday, since last week, since this morning. So here since is the correct or suitable preposition. So we haven't spoken since Monday. They haven't known each other dash a long time. So long time, already in the example or in the explanation that I gave, long time, long period, and when this kind of time phrases are given, then we go with for. Let us see answer. They haven't known each other for a long time. Tom has been at our school dash 3 years, and it's very crystal clear, obvious. 3 years means nothing but length of the time or period of time. Particular number of years are mentioned here, so no doubt, undoubtedly we can use for. Tom has been at our school for 3 years. Kevin has worked with animals dash 2002. So when years or time periods 2 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 2002, 2015, 2020, morning, afternoon, okay, last week, if this kind of time phrases are given mentioning only the beginning of the action, then we go with since. That is the point of time. Let us check our answer. Kevin has worked with animals since 2002. I haven't written any emails dash Tuesday. Okay, again Tuesday, the days of the week, the name of the weekday is used. So as we have practiced these models earlier, we have to go with the point of time since. See here, I haven't written any emails since Tuesday. We haven't seen Sally dash months. So months means again duration. Of course, particular 4 months, 5 months not mentioned. Of course, years, hours, months, this kind of indefinite time phrase are used at the end of the blank or the sentence. Then we usually make use of for. We haven't seen Sally for months. I haven't seen any good films dash the summer. So this is summer means nothing but the season, the beginning. So we can go with the point of time, that is since. I haven't seen any good films since the summer. That means I stopped watching movies since the summer, means last summer. Have you eaten ice creams dash you began your diet. So this also no duration of the time is given, just the beginning or the point of time is being given here. So what is suitable here? Since. So have you eaten ice creams since you began your diet? Has Frank spoken to Julie dash Sunday? Once again, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, January, February, last month, last year, morning, afternoon, point of time. So we usually go with since. Let us see. Has Frank spoken to Julie since Sunday? Let us have some practice. How well you understood this topic. Now you are clear and you could understand what is for, what is since. Both are prepositions, and when for is used to indicate length or period of time, and when since is used to indicate the point of time, only the beginning of an action is mentioned, then we use since. And recalling the points that we have discussed, let us try to guess the answers here. January, so month name, so since January for 10 years. Since Monday, time period 12, 2, 5, 10 time periods. So what? Since 12 noon. Since I got up for 5 minutes. A long time ago. So a long time is there. It's very clear. For a long time. 4 days. 1, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, and particular time period is given. Period of time. So for 4 days. Next, 6 means 6 p.m. or 6 o'clock. So since 6. Since Wednesday. For a month. For 2 days. Since November 1st. Since 2004. For an hour. Since I was young. So if you practice this kind of models, you will perfect yourself in the use of for and since. Let us see another exercise complete with for or since. I have been a teacher dash 30 years. So 30 years, that means certain period of time is given, length of the time, that means for. I have been a teacher for 30 years. Bob has worked in that import export company dash he was 30. So that certain period is not given. When the action, what was his age when he began? When he started his work, 30. So he was 30. Since he was 30. Previously also we did some since he was young. Okay. I have studied English dash 4 years. Okay. It's very apparent, clear. 4 years. Duration of the time is given for 4 years. Jenny has eaten 5 hamburgers dash 7 p.m. So the particular time, point of time is given when the action began. Okay. So since 7 p.m. My parents have been married dash 20 years. 20 years. means duration of the time is given for 20 years. I have known my best friend dash, I met him at high school. So it's very clear that you have to make use of since here. Since I met him at high school. From that time onwards, both have friendship, lot of familiarity and acquaintance. They have traveled in the USA dash 1 month. So 1 month. That means duration of the time. Length of the time is given for 1 month. The boys have played tennis dash 2 hours. Okay, 2 hours is given. So for 2 hours. Kevin has been in Greece dash July. So month names, names of the months, names of the days, and certain time, 2 o'clock, 5 o'clock, morning, evening, afternoon. Then we usually go with since. Kevin has been in Greece since July. My brother has drunk beer. 2 hours is given. So for 2 hours. I haven't eaten anything lunch. That means only the beginning. The beginning of the time is point of time is given. So since lunch. Make sentences using for or since. Okay, they gave some clues in the bracket and you have to write the complete sentences. Of course, you have to give. How long have you studied German? In bracket 2004. That means using the clue we have to make complete sentence using either since or for. So 2004 is nothing but point of time. Okay, I have studied German since 2004. How long have you lived in Paris? 5 years. 5 years means the period of time. So for I have lived in Paris for 5 years. How long have you played football? So 2 years. Again the duration of the time, length of the time is given. So for I have played football for 2 years. How long has Helen known Paul? February. Only the point of time is given. Okay, before month names use since. I have known, otherwise Helen has known Paul since February. How long has Jim been on holiday? Saturday. Again the days of the name of the day is given. So since point of time. So Jim has been on holiday since Saturday. Okay, hope you have understood this very well and try to watch this video if you feel necessary one more time and try to practice many exercises on for and since until you become perfect. Thank you very much.